Greetings, owners of fine luxury digital rectangles. Well, kids, it's Sunday. You know what that means. It's time for another Market Watch video. Today is June 8th, 2025, and this is episode number 37. Can you believe that? 37 already? Wow, episode 37 of the Splinterlands Card Market Watch. So we're going to go through everything with Splinterlands today. We're going through tokens, we're going through packs, we're going through cards, we're doing a deep dive. So hope you guys have a nice drink, a comfortable chair, ready to relax, sit back and enjoy. We've got lots of numbers to go through and lots of data to share, so let's get started. Okay, as we always do, we start with SPS. So SPS has taken a little bit of a dip in the last month. You can see a month ago we were at about 1.2 cents. Currently we're at 9/10 of a cent. So if I'm doing what everybody else is, I'm still stacking SPS. I'm grabbing as much as I can because I know these prices won't last forever, even though it seems like it has lasted forever. With the campaign mode coming out, new player experience, marketing, all that getting going, we're going to look back a few months from now and be like, yeah, remember when SPS was a penny? So just my thought there. Next is vouchers. So vouchers have seen a little bit of a bump in the last couple weeks. You can see we were at 1.7 cents 2 weeks ago, currently over 2 cents. I think people are getting ready for the next promo card, which will probably be out, I would think sometime maybe by the end of the month. We're going to see Keelan Gaines leave the market and a new card will come in. DEC, so 1,000 DECs currently just under 97 cents. You can see here we've held pretty strong the last couple weeks and even going back a month, 2 months ago. So looks like we are hopefully going to stay pretty close to peg. It looks like we have for the last couple of months, and hopefully from here on out we're going to stay over 90% of peg. Vouchers, so vouchers have gone up just a little bit in the last 2 weeks. You can see we're just above 15 million. In the last 2 weeks, we've gained about 9,000 a day, which isn't bad considering we print 40,000. So Keelan Gaines has been a very strong selling card, and we'll see how the next voucher card does and if the supply can dip down back, maybe down to 13, 14 million. SPS burning has slowed down, as you can see here. Just an incredible amount of burning over the last month and a half when we were burning, 26 million up to over 40 million. Over a 2-week period. During the last 2 weeks, it slowed down to just under 2.5 million, burning about 172,000 SPS a day. And you can see the total supply here is still over 2.7 billion SPS. All right, let's move on to packs and see what some of the older pack prices have done. Alpha is still at $70 a pack, just over 4,200 packs available. Beta came down from that big spike 2 weeks ago where it was just about $20 per pack. So currently you can see it's at $12.39 and just over 20,000 packs available. Untamed sitting at $7.50, just under 43,000 packs available there. Dice consistently right around $8, so $7.90, just under 5,000 dice packs. Orb sitting at $6.98. Just under 6,600 packs there. Chaos Legion. So Chaos Legion has been bouncing above and below 50 cents. So as of the time of this recording, Chaos Legion packs are running 47 cents a piece. We're still above 1.7 million packs unopened. And in the last 2 weeks, we've opened just under 5,000 Chaos Legion packs. So, a couple months ago, we were in the 10 to 20,000 packs every 2 weeks, but with just, Conclave Arcana coming out, a lot of attention has shifted away from Chaos Legion packs. Rift Watchers. So Rift Watchers took kind of a dive over the last 2 weeks. I mean, 30 cents is a pretty big dive when you consider they were only, $1.80 a pack. So currently $1.54, just over 113,000 packs. 356 packs disappeared from the market, and I think most of those are from the jackpot prizes because there are Rift Watcher packs included in those. Rebellion, consistently above $4. So as of the recording, $4.44 for Rebellion. Circulating supply, I have it different than Splinter cards. I think this does not include the Rebellion packs that are on wagons. Regardless, there are not very many Rebellion packs unopened, anywhere from 35 to I think just over 50,000 is what they have it at. Last 2 weeks we opened just under 1,900 packs, and at the current rate of opening, they're still going to last for another, close to 260 days. Okay, moving on to card sets. So as we always do, we're going to start with Alpha. So Alpha Commons, the low end has moved up from 40 cents 2 weeks ago up to 73 cents, up to a top end of $3.50. Rares will run you anywhere from $1.70 to $8.80. Epics from $7 up to $60. Legendaries from $28 up to $3.90. Gold foils, gold foil commons, $15.50 to $620. Gold foil rares, $48 to $1,500. Gold foil epics, $275 to $2,800. And gold foil legendaries, anywhere from $31.45 all the way up to $30,000. So there are a few alpha gold foil legendary cards on the market. And to me, those are the original arcane cards. They are just so rare. Okay, looking at your promos, common promo is $5.90. The rare is at $6.88. The epic is at $95, and the legendary promo is at $500. The gold foil versions, the gold foil common is sitting at $34.45. The rare is at $300, and the gold foil legendary is sitting at $3,000. All right, moving on to beta. So beta commons, pretty much same range, 6 to 60 cents. Rares, 29 cents to 370. Beta epics, 90 cents to 14.79. And beta legendaries, 5.88 to just over $40. Gold foil versions, the commons, 210 to 25. The rares, 925 to 115. Gold epics, $49 to $700. And gold foil beta legendary cards, anywhere from just under $400 up to $5,500. And then your promo cards for beta, the common, which is the Dragon Summoner, 50 cents. The rare is up to 49 cents. The epic is at 11.23. Red Dragon is at 20. And then both Prince Julian and Archmage Arius are about half price that they have been, as you can see, over the last month. So this is the cheapest price that they've been at the last at least 2 months. So if you have the cash to spend and have been looking for these cards to dip under $1,000, definitely check those out. The gold foil versions, the common is still sitting at $15.76, gold foil rare for $50, gold epic for $300, gold foil red dragon for $5.55, and no gold foil Prince Julian or Archmage Arius. All right, let's move to Untamed now. So the commons, 1 to 20 cents, rares 6 to 54 cents, epics 22 cents up to 87, legendaries $1.31 up to 75.90. Your gold foil versions, commons anywhere from 58 cents up to 263, gold foil rares 267 up to 9, gold epics $15 to 234, and finally your gold untamed legendaries anywhere from 82 to 1100. So some of the key legendary cards that we always keep track of, Kitty is the one that's up to 75.90. As you can see, a couple months ago, Kitty was in that 45 to 55 range. Now it's consistently staying right around $70. Llama's come down a little bit from right around 30. Now it's at 24. Jotun, which had been listed for quite a while at 45, has been consistently coming down 34 to 30. Now it's down to 29. And Kron is sitting currently at $8.18. The gold foil versions, gold foil Kitty just under 1,000 at $9.95, gold Llama at $8.25, gold foil Jotun at $7.75, and gold foil Kron at $3.99. And then your promo cards, Halfling Alchemist, I think this is the first time I've seen it down to $1 even. So if you're looking to pick up this card for Wild, this is the lowest price I believe I've seen. I don't know if it'll go down under $1 2 weeks from now, but definitely if you don't have this card, great time to just pick up a copy and add it to your collection. Chain Golem is sitting at 20, and Mighty Draken is listed for $490. The gold foil versions, $210 for the gold foil Alchemist. Chain Golem is sitting at $125. Okay, moving on to dice. Dice commons, 1 to 20 cents. Rares, 13 cents to 80. Epics, 25 cents to $2. Legendaries, 198 to 15.95. And then the gold foil versions, commons, anywhere from 60 to 90 cents. The rares, which are your summoners, $3 to 12.32. Epics, 17 to 20. And gold foil legendaries, 125 up to 3.95. All right, moving on to orb. So orb commons are listed anywhere from 9 to 60 cents. The rares, 29 cents to 81. Epics, $1.44 to $1.88. And legendaries, 5.80 up to 11.50. And the gold foil versions, the commons, 225 to 575. The rares, 10.50 to 14. There's only 2 epics in the set. The only gold foil listed once again is for the wizard. Currently it's at $49, and the gold foil legendaries range from 333 to 800. And those 3 cards are the Lord of Fire is 333, the Warlord is 400, and the gold foil Corrupted Pegasus is 800. All right, Chaos Legion. So how have prices gone? Commons and rares, you can see pretty much the same. There's really not a lot of change in the base cards. The only thing that usually changes every couple weeks are the summoners will kind of drift higher or lower. Commons are still 1 to 5 cents, rares 2 to 14 cents, so the rares have come down a little bit. Epics 11 to 21 cents, and then your legendaries, even though these cards are cheap, they're still holding above 50 cents for the cheapest legendary card, up to $2.57. Gold foil commons, 14 cents to 60. Gold foil rares, 61 to 205. Gold epics, 418 to 1425. And gold foil legendaries, 27.27 up to $146.22. And then the soulbound cards from Chaos Legion. The commons are 7 to 28 cents. The rares, 38 to 72. Epics, $1.75 up to 6, and the legendaries, $5.99 up to $34.50. The gold foils, $1 to $4.83 for the commons, $7.30 to $22 for the rares, $15 to $80 for the epics, and $109 to $420 for the gold foil legendary cards. Then your promos from Chaos Legion. The bear is still at 7 cents. Bruise came down from 7 cents to 5. Oshure is down to $4. Dr. Blight still under $5 at $4.96. Zerial at $8.19. Waka down to $78.90. And then Lux Vega only a penny cheaper from 2 weeks ago, $179.98. And then the gold foil versions, the bear is sitting at $1.06. Bruise at $1.23, Oshure at $54.45, Dr. Blight at an even $55, Zerial $98.99, Gold Foil Waka $1,849, and Lux Vega Gold Foil $2,245. All right, Rift Watchers. One thing I wanted to mention about Rift Watchers when I was going through the prices, the commons were 1 to 5 cents. And there was one of the commons that was completely bought out. We'll get through that in part 2. I thought that was interesting. There was a gold foil, several gold foils for sale, but none of the normal foil cards from Rift Watchers. So those range 1 to 5 cents. The rares 3 to 13. Epics 17 cents to 61. And the legendaries, look at how far the low end of the legendaries has dropped. From $1.29, $1.35 down to 59 cents for your cheapest Rift Watcher Legendary, up to $15.92. The gold foils, commons 18 to 73 cents, rares 84 cents to $2.55, epics $4.99 to $8.10, and finally your gold foil legendaries anywhere from $30 to $155, same as 2 weeks ago. Okay, moving on to Rebellion. So pack prices are holding. How are the cards holding? As you can see here, even the base cards are still holding their value. 3 to 71 cents for your commons, 12 cents to $1.88 for your rares, 48 cents to $2.10 for the epics, and $3.52 to $60 for the legendaries. The gold foil commons, 65 cents up to 11.50. Rares, $1.90 to 15.88. Gold epics from $5.60 up to 30. And your gold foil legendaries from Rebellion, $45 to just under 300. And let's look at the soulbound cards from Rebellion. So your commons, 10 to 13 cents. Rares, 43 to 57. Epics, 207 to 282. And legendaries, $9.99 up to $12.30. For the gold foil versions, commons, 220 to 295. Rares, $10 to $19.99. Epics, $46 to $68. And there are no gold foil legendaries. And then just looking at some key cards from the base set. So Kai is at $5.39, Arcane at $23.99, Rage at $18.71, Darg at $13.50, Venka's come down under $30. Actually, it's an even $25. Lorcas at $41.46, Cryptic at $30.75, Tofu at an even $60, EMP at $27.50, Nidhogger, $21.78, and Risk-Eldrath at $19.80. And then the gold foil versions, Kai is sitting at 65, Arcane 134.49, Rage at 99, Darg at 94.95, Venka at 165, Lorcas at 295, Cryptic at 164.99, Tofu at 296.63, EMP at 157.97, Nidhogger 138.92, and Risk-Eldrath at $219. Okay, so now going through all the different promo cards. So Grim Bardensmith still holding above 460, and the gold foil is at 25.25. Mantaroth is back up to almost 30, and the gold foil is at 189.99. The Enforcer, $1.04 with the gold foil at $5.99. Baron Fiat at $6.70 with the gold foil at $57.72. Mana Warden at 20 cents. And look at the gold foil. This is for a single copy. There's not very many gold foils left on the market. I believe there was like 7 or 8 cards when I looked earlier today. And the cheapest one is $7.83. So a big spike for the gold foil Mana Warden. Sanctus, $3 with the gold foil at 20. Eleanor, $73, but no gold foil on the market. Night Stalker, $255 with the gold foil at $16.40. Delia at $79 with the gold foil at $495. Rune Anarchist at $450 with the gold foil at $30. Rick Loneman at $70, no gold foil once again. So I was saying over the last month, with him dropping from 80 to 55, this was probably a pretty good time to pick him up. And yep, now he's back up to 70. Mariput Mossmender at $318 with the gold foil at $18.50. Nefket at $24.75 with the gold foil at $500. Ulfka at $14.11 with the gold foil at $295. Warborn Shaman, $304 with the gold foil at $26. Fizbo at $30.45. Currently no gold foil on the market. Heloise the Hollow at $1,500, no gold foil listed. And Keelan Gaines at $1.93 with the gold foil at $13.90. Okay, moving on to Conclave Arcana. So it's been around for a few weeks now, so let's see how the prices have changed since last time we looked at it. Commons, 5 to 10 cents. Rares, 22 to 206. So the summoners continue to hold their value anywhere from, I would say, $1.25, $1.30 at the cheap end up to the low $2 range. Epics, 78 cents to $1.80. And your legendaries, $5.14 up to $15.86. Gold foils, 80 cents to $1.74. Your rares, 308 to 18.99. Your gold epics from 11.46 up to 16.13. And your gold legendaries anywhere from $67.61 up to just under $200. Okay, so now let's look at all the different parallel versions and how many are in circulation. So for the black foils, the commons are $134 up to just about $300. When I did the first market watch, you can see there were 84 copies on the marketplace. This was how many have been printed up till now. Currently, they're at 95. So you can see how much it has slowed down from that initial opening during the first week when everybody was opening packs. We just got a flood of black foil and arcane cards, how it has really slowed down in the last 2 weeks. So there's only been 11 of each common that has been added to the supply over the last 2 weeks. The rares range from 350 to 1400. We went from 26 roughly of each rare to 28. Your epics, $645 up to 79,000. You can see we went from 16 copies up to 18. And then your black foil legendaries, $1,600 to just over 8250. And you can see we went from 5 copies 2 weeks ago up to 7. So these have really slowed down. Okay, your gold arcane cards. Commons, $250 up to $777.77. Your rares, $499 to $1,200. Your epics, Umbrella is still there for $4,000. And legendaries, the $1 million Filthy Scavenger is still for sale. And then your black arcane, the rarest of the rare, commons, $750 to asking $500,000. Rares, $1,000 to $100,000. Your epics, $3,999 up to $80,000. And then legendary, there is a single copy, the only copy in existence of Desolation, currently on sale for $19,999. Okay guys, there you have it. There is part 1 of the Card Market Watch for June 8th, 2025. Shortly I will be uploading part 2. That's where we're going to be doing a deep dive into all the cards. We'll be able to take a look at how many cards are in circulation, how many are on the marketplace. So stay tuned for that. That will be coming up shortly. Until then, stay the course, keep on forging, have fun, and keep opening those packs. Take care.